we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Room here to run. Oh, twisting away.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right before the play. If there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the Next Gen Stats. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as a fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Touchdown! Randall Cobb, 60 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On 4th down, Tannehill. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. A 1st down carry for Henry. Fights loose. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 158 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Henry again on 2nd down. Bulldozes past him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. running from the gun with Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. To throw is Tannehill.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They snap it to Tannehill, rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead. Tannehill going to throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Buster Screen. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Crosby with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Forced out to his left. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he works free. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Man, 222 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And running with power here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On 1st down, it's Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Tannehill looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. keep on the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. A check down here to Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers 18. It's a big run that time by Henry. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Again to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Packers 36.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown? That gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones from 3 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Able to find Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Steps away to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Looking deep for Julio. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.